Hey, Courtney here, and I want to welcome you to the Arise Daughters YouTube channel. This is a channel where we host the presence of God with the expectation of something supernatural happening in our lives. So today is a little bit of a different style video. It's going to be like a vlog type of video. I know I'm not like holding the camera vlogger style, but I want to take you with me to make some blessing bags. So what are blessing bags? Blessing bags are bags that you can give out to homeless people in your community or people that you see just struggling on the street. Usually they're filled up with goodies that are for them, that are good for them, and that are helpful and useful, toiletries and things of that nature that we kind of tend to take for granted that they might not have access to or they might not think to grab. And so I want to take you with me to the floor of my living room, and we're going to be putting together blessing bags for the homeless community. Let's go. So I'm here on the floor and I have all kinds of goodies kind of right here and on my coffee table here in front of me. And I'm going to walk you through a little bit of what I have. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the camera and be like a vlogger. I'm going to walk you through a little bit of what I have. That way you guys can see what we're putting in the bag. And then you guys can pack some bags with me and just worship. Okay guys, so what I have here, I'm gonna just kind of speed through and show you. I've got some underwear. And I never know, in case you're wondering, like, what size do you get? I don't know, and I kind of just go back and forth. Sometimes I get a smaller size, sometimes I get a bigger size. In this case, I got a bigger size because you can kind of always wear a bigger size, but it's hard to squeeze into a smaller size. So I've got some women's underwear. I've got some Z-bars. I also picked up some toothbrushes. And then I have men and women's deodorant. Small tip, the full-size women's deodorant is cheaper than the travel-size women's deodorant, but the travel-size men deodorant is cheaper than the full-size men deodorant. So the men have the travel size, and then I got women the full size. I did pick up a pack of gloves because it's about to get cold. So I've got some gloves here. Got my water, I need a drink. I have snacks because it's, you know, nice to have some snacks that you're used to or just something kind of sweet to eat. And I also have some crackers, so we have something kind of sort of healthy to eat. I have gallon-sized Ziploc bags that I'm going to be using to put everything in, if my camera will focus. So I have some gallon-sized Ziploc bags. I also bought socks because it is about to get cold. And one thing I didn't know, I found this out from a YouTube ad, is that socks are something that you can't donate. For hygiene purposes, you cannot just donate socks or underwear really to homeless shelters or to like your local mission, faith mission or something like that where they give out clothes and everything. You cannot, they don't take socks or underwear. So for good reasons, I went ahead and got some socks, men and women's socks, because it's getting cold. I picked these up. The Holy Spirit just kind of said to grab these. These are just washcloths. You never know. Hands might get dirty, face might get dirty, and they might just want to wash off themselves with some water. So I have some washcloths. I got some razors. And I also got cough drops because it's about to get cold and you just never know. I'd rather have some relief than no relief. So I got cough drops here. What else? I got beef jerky. So we got some beef jerky sticks. I also got gum. I haven't gotten gum, but let me tell you, I have needed some gum. And not just because like I need gum, but like I've just noticed, like if you haven't ate all day, you're just like, man, I wish my breath smelled like something other than me not eating all day. So I have that. And then I also bought some pads. Super useful, I know. And it's nice to have the good kind. Like, you know, no offense. I mean, I don't think offense will be taken, but you know, you just, we take for granted even these things. I hope I plugged my microphone in. We take for granted even these things that we get to have, like nice pads that don't leak, And you might think, you know, they're going to a Salvation Army or a shelter. I don't know if I'm yelling or not, but I have music in the background. But they're going to a shelter, and the shelter is probably going to have subsidized money that they can only spend on certain things. Pads, probably they're not going to be like, oh, let's get the luxurious ones. Why? I don't know. But I just feel like they probably don't get the nice pads that you can feel comfortable with. But everybody's going to have a period. And so I got pads. You need your scissors, so that way you can cut all these boxes and stuff open. And then I also have some Gatorades here that I'll be putting inside of the bags. So let's go ahead and hop into it.
The glory of the Lord is rising upon me. I see the glory of the Lord rising. I see the glory of the Lord rising. The glory of the Lord is rising upon me.
Okay, let me walk you through what I put in the women's bag. So here's a Ziploc bag for the women. What I do, open it up. I get a pair of socks. I put the socks in there. Then I get a towel. And I'm gonna roll it up. And then for the women, I'm going to get a purple or a pink razor. The men, I'll give them blue or green razors. And then I'll get a bag of crackers, a pack of gum, 2 cough drops. And reach in, get some snacks. And then I also have women's deodorant. I'm gonna grab some undies from the box, underwear, and then 3 sanitary pads. And then this is what I have in the women's bag. Not super fancy, but it's a good little start for the winter. For the men's bag, what I have in here is I grab a pair of socks. I'm gonna grab a towel. They kind of come tucked in, so I have to touch them and separate them. Grab a towel. I'll grab some crackers. I'll grab a green razor, 2 cough drops, pack of gum, grab some snacks, beef jerky, and then a men's deodorant. I know you guys can't really see, but y'all know what deodorant looks like. And then that is the contents of the men's bag. And so, forgot Gatorade. Gatorade in all the bags too. Let me add a Gatorade. There we go. Something to drink. Let me add a Gatorade to the women's bag. Okay, there's a Gatorade. And you know how we like women are all secretive. I try to put the pads in the back. But that's just because we are like that for some reason. Like, we have to have a period, but they can't know that we have a period. It's the strangest thing. Not everybody's like that, but you know, junior high days. So I forgot to put drinks inside of these, so I'm just going in, getting a Gatorade and putting a Gatorade in each of these bags. And then later on, after I wash my hands, then I'll add the toothbrushes to the bags. But I haven't washed my hands yet, so I'm not going to add the toothbrushes just yet. And I'm just going to keep going until I run out of stuff, kind of alternating men and women's bags. That way we can, listen to the song. That way I kind of know what all I'm keeping track. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to multitask. I'm keeping track of everything I'm trying to do. So I'm doing men and women's alternating. That way I make sure I get everything. And I try to make it look nice. It's really hard. I have seen the highest mountain is the mountain of the Lord. Okay, that is it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and just packing some bags with me. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope that this encourages you to go and pick up a few things whenever you're grocery shopping for yourself, and pick it up for the homeless community in your city or in your state. Or maybe while you are traveling, that would be something cool that you can do. But don't forget to like this video so other people can see it. This might be an idea they never thought of, but with it becoming winter time, it might be a good idea to pick up and go ahead and make some of these blessing bags for the people in your community and for the Lord, because He says specifically that how we treated the least of them, how we treated the least of them is how we treated Him. And so I think it's that scripture that said, but Jesus, you know, didn't we cast out demons in your name? Didn't we prophesy in your name? Didn't we heal the sick in your name? And He says, depart from me, for I never knew you. Because whatsoever you did to the least of them is also what you did to me. And people were perplexed by that. The word says that people were going to be perplexed by that because, wait, what? Like, I'm not coming with you, but it's so important that we give alms to the poor. We give to the poor. We give to the orphanages. You might donate your time, because Jesus wants us to love our neighbor as ourselves, and everyone is our neighbor. So just as you're doing these things, you take a shower and you get new underwear for yourself, you buy yourself pads, you might stop at the gas station and get yourself a beef jerky while you're complaining about gas prices, and there is someone on the street corner who has not been in a car in over a year. And so I want you guys to just think about that. Take a moment to just say, hey, I'm going to, take the kids and we're going to make blessing bags, and then we're going to give them out. The last thing that I do is I get an index card and I cut it in half, and I'll put M for men's and then large if I put like clothes in there. I guess this time I didn't put clothes in there, but if I put like t-shirts and stuff in there, it'll say men's large, men's 2X. And that way, if I see a person, I have my ultra good helper, Malachi. He's my 7-year-old, my oldest kiddo. And he says, Mom, a homeless person. And then we kind of what's the word? Look at the size, what we think their size is. And then I have a organizer in the back of my trunk that has all the bags in there. And then he grabs a bag as fast as he can. And he's like, Mom, hurry. And then he hands me a bag and I give them what's in there. And let me tell you, the look on their faces, you would think like this isn't even much. And it's not, but I can get Oreos. Like, I haven't had Oreos in a while. A Gatorade. Like, it's nice, we're all like, here's a water, here's a couple dollars, and that doesn't even get them a pack of gum. But here it is, a pack of gum in here. Here we are, some Oreos, deodorant. You might want to walk into a place and not feel like, gosh, I stink. And so think about that whenever you're making these blessing bags. And then, I got stuff that I like to munch on and snack on. But I also made sure not to just splurge on lots of cheap stuff. And I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's just so we know that we are daughters of a king, and they are sons and daughters of a king. We don't have to go and it gets tempting to buy the big cheap pack of socks that might have a hole in them in 2 days, or you can get the comfort ones, the same ones you wear. And so I want to encourage you to even go a step further and do that. Don't just be like, well, they got some socks, that's better than nothing. What are you wearing? What do you like to snack on? What kind of drinks do you like to drink? Would you prefer a water when your mouth is dry and you're tired, or would you prefer something that has some electrolytes in it that can actually help you get hydrated? Some homeless people even go and give plasma, but it is hard to get hydrated to have those veins popping. Hey, look at mine, they popping. Okay, you can't see them. So a Gatorade would really help. I love whenever I have a Gatorade or a Powerade by me, because it's something flavorful. It's not as bad as like a soda, and it's not as like spicy as a soda, and I don't drink coffee. And we can't just be like, here's a pack of hot chocolate, go find some water, make yourself some hot chocolate in the cold. But we can give them things that are useful that we like. So Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Comment something that I could add to these blessing bags. Let me know what you think you have added to yours, or what you think you would like to enjoy if you received a blessing bag. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.